Hello everyone, welcome back to SPENMA English Podcast with me Bianca from grade 8. Today we will talk about tips and tricks to learn English with our guest star, Chelsea.
A pleasure day, everyone. So, I'm Chelsea from the class of 90, and it's a pleasure to meet you all.
Chelsea is one of the students who is smart in English. Today we will ask Chelsea what methods Chelsea used to master English.
So, when we learn a new language, there's 4 essential things that we need to learn is by speaking, writing, listening, and reading. So, in my case, I prefer on reading and writing.
How do you learn English by reading and writing?
So, firstly, with reading, so I mostly prefer to read on digital platform by reading a lot of kind of stories with a lot of genre. So, there's a lot of interest on reading them just by the plot and the character. And of course, I learn the words and the meaning by the body language. That is easier for me to understand English.
What kind of story you prefer to read?
By story, there's a lot of wide-knowing stories out there and a lot of genre, obviously. And I'm the kind of person that is not really picky on taking a story because as long the plot, the character, and the execution is good, then that's all it takes for me to read it.
Learning English by reading.
Learning English with reading is by what I mentioned earlier because by story they also gives us a visual of their body language and the stories, the word, and the emotion that they put. So even if I don't immediately translate a word immediately to our mother language, I can still able to understand 50% of it just by the gesture, the body language, and the emotion that they put while they speak the words.
That is an interesting perspective. Then, how about writing?
For me, I'm learning English with writing. At first, I'm using writing because I want to learn writing in cursive styles. And by writing, I'm using cursive styles, and the more I spend time doing it, I spend a lot of time thinking about what I need to write and making a beautiful handwriting and just making it a lot more in depth with what I need to read and what I need to say and express on writing.
So, what do you write usually?
Writing, okay. For a person that is also interested in a lot of things, I just not write just one thing because I want to write a lot of things. Few of them is like diary, my dreams, or even my hobbies, or anything that is I want to talk with myself. So it's a bit deep about that. So yeah, it just makes me more careful of what I need to write about, and that's why I always much more easier.
Other than reading and writing, what else do you use to learn English?
Other than writing and reading, so of course when I learn the language, I need to also speaking. So you speak of the language, and probably with speaking, because I'm practicing a lot with my pronunciation. I recognize that I also lack a lot with speaking, because a lot of times I just reading and not practicing about it. So that is a fun mistake of me and makes me learn a lot more on the communication skills and lacking a lot about it because I'm not practicing a lot about how to speak it.
Is that all?
Of course it's not all, but because I learned 14 it's difficult to learn English, but yeah, mainly I use 3 of them, like what I just said, previously. And that's all.
So, do you have any tips for us to learn English?
Learning English earlier. We have to learn speaking, listening, reading, and writing. Because we learn a lot by 4 o'clock. And if you want to learn something new, you need to not be afraid of trying. And who knows, the future you might be so grateful for that.
That's all from today's podcast. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe SPENMA English Podcast YouTube channel. And bye-bye!
Bye-bye.